Yeah. All right. I don't even know why I asked that. I knew you didn't know.
So if you're a black American and your family passes down an oral history of you all being connected to an indigenous nation or community, it shouldn't always be dismissed. Now there are basically four groups of people who might say this, and two of them are likely to be more false than true. Like we have people who have a lot of internalized anti-blackness and just glorify being mixed race. And of course, we have a lot of people who believe in a pseudo-history that prior to colonization, the real indigenous Americans were somehow racially black or African. But two other groups of people who say this are probably right. Now, the first group that's obviously true are Afro-natives with clear and contemporary tribal identification. And the last group, which is very interesting and most relevant to this video, are the black families whose Native American identity has been institutionally erased and only passed down through storytelling. From the early periods of colonization, African descended peoples and indigenous Americans have been heavily interconnected. Some native people were enslaved alongside Africans, some native tribes owned African slaves, and some Africans who escaped slavery would go on to live and integrate with Native Americans, and so on and so forth. But in the late 1800s and early 1900s, the US government and several nations set up strict regulations on how people could identify racially and tribally. And a lot of these provisions excluded mixed race and black but culturally native people from identifying with their indigenous heritage. In some cases, the process was so corrupt that it allowed some straight up descended from colonizer white people to pay government agents to be classified as Native American and receive land allotments. In general, the relationship between black and indigenous people in United States history has been severely under-researched and under-discussed. So instead of just laughing it off or dismissing it immediately as fiction, a statement like this from a family member might warrant some further digging. But did you know this and do you want me to go deeper? Comment below and follow for more.